Mary May probably knows enough to fill volumes. What she tells us is something else.
So what we're hoping to do, after we've heard what you've come up with, is sit Granny Mae down, lay everything we have in front of her, and hope that she can fill in the blanks.
Ready?
This is so strange. I haven't looked at these journals in so long. I did discover that I wasn't quite the writer I thought I was.
Really? I read your first book last night in one sitting. I thought it was terrific.
Did you?
Yes.
That is so nice. Thank you. Okay, you have to remember that I was young, just out of college, and truly in love for the first time. You know, when I saw my handwriting in here, all the feelings came back to me. And I realized how much I had repressed. And probably how much I had punished myself for not acknowledging the fact that I was meaningful in Bradley's life.
Light in the corners.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a go at this. We might as well start with the night of the accident. I had enough sense not to be too specific about the events. In spite of the doctor's best efforts, we couldn't stop the bleeding. I have lost that which I had only just allowed myself to accept. That's the miscarriage. I feel an overwhelming sense of emptiness. I now realize how much I'd started to imagine what this baby would mean to me. B is Bradley. B promises me we all have more than one chance in our lifetime. This was only my first chance. I must believe that it won't be our last. Oh, boy. Was I ever young.
Were you under the impression that my father was going to leave his wife for you and the baby?
No. But I wanted his child. Okay, here's something. I'm very concerned that the doctor overheard me with B.
Steve Hardy.
That's right, Steve Hardy. Steve overheard me with B, who seems to think he may be well connected with the people who pull the strings in PC. While this worries me, B's sense of the man is he can be counted on to be discreet.
Your father had very good instincts.
Okay, some of this later stuff, it was a little more specific. Let's see. You know, it might have been my first crack at investigative reporting. B is fit to be tied over the airport project. Jay Boland, getting under his skin with his antagonism, seems to feel if Boland wasn't in the mix, he might get something accomplished. All players on opposite sides seem too conveniently intertwined. FS,
Frank Smith.
the one and only, turns out to be A, a major investor on the site, and B, closely tied to the construction unions on a local level at least. Obvious conflict of interest.
To say the least.
It doesn't surprise me.
There's more. Look, okay, June 22nd, 1974. That's going to be 8 days before your dad died. It looks like I was in a hurry, but this is what I wrote. B called to cancel tonight. Boland wants a meeting with him on Long Island.
Long Island? What's in Long Island?
No, Jeff, it's not what, who. Edward. The Quartermains lived there then.
Listen, I very clearly remember his mood after that meeting. It was the last time I saw your dad before he died, so I have played it over in my mind a million times. He was withdrawn. He was very troubled. We almost had a fight. You know, I was sure that his mood was because of me, and he told me that he couldn't stay long, that he had to go meet his mother in Port Charles, and then he was going to join his family in Philadelphia.
July 4th weekend.
He told me he had an awful lot of decisions to make, and that everything could be changed. I knew that he meant between us, but I also knew that it was much bigger than us. Okay, well, that, as they say, was that.
Thank you, Kylie.
Justice, I never wanted what I had with your father to hurt him in any way. And if I ever thought for 1 minute that my feelings for him contributed, or the fact that they were responsible for his death,
Oh, Kylie, we didn't kill him. The people who loved him didn't kill him.
Okay, now what?
Well, how do we find out more about this Boland-Quartermain connection?
By asking. I may have an ally in the enemy camp.